It is no secret that the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season was the most prolific on record when it comes to the number of named storms. Unfortunately, that resulted in mass devastation across multiple countries, from the US to third world countries in Central America. As a result, many people were hoping for some kind of breather when it comes to the next hurricane season. That's exactly what we're going to be looking at today, an early look at the activity of the 2021 hurricane season. Now, before we get into that, I would appreciate you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. Okay, so before we get into how active 2021 might be, we need to look at what made 2020 so active. It was active because of a few reasons, most notably abnormally warm water, historically low wind shear, and the presence of a La Nina. That is, cooler than normal water in the equatorial Pacific. Why is La Nina important? Well, that cooler than normal water can have a huge influence on worldwide weather, and while most of that happens during the winter, it also has an effect on hurricane season. Simply put, La Nina causes increased wind shear over the eastern Pacific, which helps to suppress tropical development there. On the other hand, the phenomenon decreases wind shear over the Atlantic, which allows for increased tropical development. In 2020, this combined with other favorable factors when it came to wind shear, and this helped bolster tropical development. Alright, so what about 2021? Well, interestingly, we can, to an extent, predict all of these factors in advance. Let's start with water temperature, as it's the most clear cut. Currently, sea surface temperature anomalies are on the warm side across the majority of the basin, with the exception being parts of the Gulf of Mexico. Since warmer water usually translates to more storms, this isn't a good sign. Next up, the La Nina. That condition is still present and has actually strengthened since the summer. However, current forecast models show the La Nina weakening over the next few months, with the possibility for it to disappear completely by summer. The result would be an ENSO neutral pattern, which favors neither the Atlantic nor Pacific. As a result, wind shear is left up to other factors that we can't predict in advance. So overall, what does the season have in store? Well, current indications show a near to slightly above average season, but nothing on the level that we saw last year. However, forecasts can change, and I will continue to provide updates as the start date of the season draws closer. If we look at historical patterns, we've seen remarkably active stretches of like 3 or 4 years, followed by a very below average season the next year. Since 2020 was the 4th year of this active streak, then it's reasonable to think 2021 will be below average, something that would be welcomed indeed. And that wraps up for this early look at the next hurricane season. As always, I'd appreciate would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. Thanks and have a great day.